of all ruling MLAs to deliberate over prevailing COVID-19 situation. CM orders to reactivate Assembly constituency-wise COVID care committee. RIMS Hospital likely running short of enough beds for COVID-19 patients during this second wave of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. Whole of Greater Imphal declared containment zone for 7 days. All activities and movements suspended except for few. Grocery shops to open from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. Manipur reports 271 new COVID-19 confirmed cases out of 1,955 test results and 5 deaths in 24 hours. Death toll climbs to 405. And India logs above 3,86,000 new COVID-19 cases and 3,498 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 81.99%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Chief Minister Nongthumbam Biren today chaired a meeting of all the ruling MLAs of the state to deliberate over the prevailing COVID-19 situation and upsurge in positive cases. The meeting resolved to reactivate Assembly constituency-wise COVID care committee headed by the respective Assembly constituency MLAs and empower it to tackle any emergency falling out of the COVID second wave. It was also decided that government teachers will be deployed as frontline workers at COVID care centers. MLAs were instructed to utilize local area development funds to meet the requirements in tackling COVID-19 situation in their respective constituencies. The state leaders also decided to declare other districts as containment zone in line with Greater Imphal if gathering of people increased. Meanwhile, a reliable source said there are not enough COVID-19 vaccines to be administered to all above 18 years of age from May 1st onwards. Hence, the government has ordered COVID-19 vaccines worth 12 crore rupees. RIMS Hospital is likely to run short of enough beds to accommodate the rising number of COVID-19 patients during this prevailing second wave of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak in Manipur. 13 COVID-19 patients per day was the highest number admitted at the hospital last year during the first break of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. So far, during this second wave of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak in the state, as many as 35 COVID-19 positive people have been admitted at RIMS today itself. In a telephonic conversation with Impact News, RIMS Medical Superintendent Dr. Priyoshaki expresses apprehension over the situation.
COVID patient dadang one time 27 cylinder rom tai bako adu zamana mu handana supply tawrage haibadu da panicky obagi akoina yam kana tawdana ubane badi akoi aduda mu akoi mayam hainaraga because this is kanonina problem ina nang supply tawbiu khopiu haibadagi mase nana ba phase wise oina pirage na mu haire bako aduni COVID patient se akoi da ngasi se marangi pung mari dagina ngasi gi pung mari bhaudana COVID patient kano kuntraga manga ning chaleba. This is the highest antaki aduna halamuki first wave tana highest 13 times chaleba 31 chan basida koi 72 bed strength neba adudagi extra bed che ahum ma pireba oxygen saturation che low one la koni na koina in charge na ngamdana mati chenchila si extra bed on tower sin chaleba oxygen chali hoji ngasi hoji pungmai bhaul chali se mi yang khayum de oxygen chaleba aduga ventilators na mapan wave se dara hingalak panina oxygen consumption je somde ꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯕꯦꯗꯇꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯔꯦꯟꯖ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯑꯕꯀꯣ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯨ ꯁꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯔꯦꯟꯖ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯔ ꯑꯣꯛꯁꯤꯖꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯈꯜꯍꯧ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯕꯦꯗꯁꯦ 30 ꯍꯦꯟꯖꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯣꯛꯁꯤꯖꯟ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩꯒꯦ ꯒꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯟꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯀꯥꯜꯀꯨꯂꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯑꯣꯛꯁꯤꯖꯟ ꯀꯟꯖꯝꯁꯟ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯁꯤꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯄꯦꯁꯦꯟ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯆꯜꯂꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯍꯟꯇꯛꯃꯨꯛꯅ ꯈꯔ ꯍꯦꯟꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯣꯛꯁꯤꯖꯟꯁꯦ ꯃꯔꯥꯡ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯁꯤꯔꯥꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯄꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯟꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯔ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛꯇꯔꯅ ꯆꯤꯌꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯣꯚꯤꯗ ꯀꯃꯤꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯑꯕ ꯈꯟꯅꯁꯦꯅ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯔꯛꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯣꯛꯁꯤꯖꯟꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯨꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯁꯣꯜቭ ꯇꯧꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯉꯔꯥꯡ
Manipur government has declared the whole of Greater Imphal as containment zone for 7 days. State Home Department issued the order signed by Chairman of State Disaster Management Authority, State Executive Committee Amit Khan last night, imposing restrictions with immediate effect under Section 22A of the Disaster Management Act 2005 in the wake of surging for few permitted essential activities. Movement of goods vehicles, including vehicle carrying oxygen and oxygen cylinders, are exempted. The notification strictly instructs that all local grocery stores, including animal feed shops, all vegetable, fish, meat vendors except in the Imar markets and milk booths to open from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. during the restricted days, while wholesale shops in Imphal may open at the rate of 1 in 3 shops on rotation from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. Petrol pumps will remain open as usual while ensuring there is no crowding. All establishments and personnel relating to electronic and print media and telecom service providers are also exempted from the restrictions. Healthcare facilities, pharmacies, pet cares, persons going for COVID-19 vaccination, COVID testing and medical emergencies are also exempted. All offices in Greater Imphal will remain closed except for home, health, relief and disaster management, police and district administrations. Immediately after the announcement, Imphal West District Commando OCP Achauba and City Police Station personnel nabbed violators at Samumakong and issued them fines. Manipur reported 271 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,955 test results received today. All necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur has reached 31,586. 5 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 405. The deceased persons are 4 from Imphal West District and 1 from Kakching District. Police continue crackdown on night curfew violators. Night curfew violators were nabbed at various places across the state last night. Police issued them fines and those who cannot pay fines were taken into police custody. DIG Range 1 Tempting Asangvu and both Imphal West and Imphal East District SPs led the drives at prominent places of the Imphal city. Some curfew violators reportedly tried to get away by claiming themselves to be relatives of top police officials. A police team led by Imphal West District SP K Megha Chandra, Line Operation Shankar Deva and Imphal Police Station OC Ingocha carried out drive in Thangmiban areas last night, while a police team led by Imphal West District Commando OC P Achauba and Imphal West District Police personnel carried out drive near Kangla Fort, M Sector and North AOC. Heated arguments ensued between police and violators over issuance of challans. Speaking to media, Imphal West SP K Megha Chandra urged the public to abide by COVID-19 guidelines at all times to ward off COVID-19. He also warned that police will continue detaining curfew violators and appealed to everyone to stay indoors and to come out of homes only when it is absolutely necessary. He further warned against using challans issued by police as curfew pass. Thaubal police team also carried out crackdown on curfew violators. A team led by Thaubal SP Dr. S. Ibomcha nabbed curfew violators at various places of the district and issued them fines. Drives were carried out at Khongjom, Yaripok, Lamkhai, Lilong and Yaripok last night.
COVID-19 की अनोबा वेब अमा लाक्पसिदा कर्फ्यू इंपोज तौरे पुंग तरेट तगिना पंग मंगा बाव सिदगी कोइना कन्ना होनदना डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस से कोई ऑफिसर मयाम ऑफिसर इंचार्ज तगी होरगा एसपी बावगी रेंक त लेबा मयाम से लेरक लकंगदना कोई मेन रोड तकन इंपोज तौबनी अदुगा सिगी मथक सिदा फाइन जेंगा सी लुपा लाख अमा हेना फाइन इंपोज तौवे नुक्ति की कोई सीजीएम की कोर्ट ता पुथोई अदगी दी एजुकेटिव मैजिस्ट्रेट ता पुथोई बाउंड डाउन तौदना अकनबा खोंथांग से लौखटपनी मेन रोड तदी ngasi se by and large yam phajana curfew se impose tawre aduna leirak manung se ju thiba matamda dukan hangomba saina maram chadana koi gi nisan nungsa gi sijinaraga leirak khulakta leiramba se thengladana koi sigum se hoji pull up tawbani adu masigi khongjang se kan sanction gani aduna mayamna praja singna mase police la kan da impose tawni haibena taba isana section ga dawni haibese masigi wakalon se thamaga koi gi sarkar no pandemic se thingna bahon nazar se praja gi ni masida praja singsu hazok pbi wa na thamjage.
A task force to battle COVID-19 called COVID-19 Second Wave Fighting Task Force BJP Lamlai Mandal has been formed under BJP Manipur's Seva Hi Sangathan program. Speaking to media at his residence in Nongada today, Chairman of the task force and BJP State Council member KH Ibomcha said that the task force was formed after a crucial meeting of members of BJP Lamlai Mandal, Zira Parishad member, Pradhan and ward members in view of a second wave of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak in the state and since there is no local MLA. He also said that 24/7 operational control room of the task force has been opened. Ibomcha appeals to people of Lamlai Assembly constituency to contact the control room mobile numbers 878-752-4243 or 961-213-0839 or 872-981-1170 for necessary help.
Lupa la humfu koi MLA sing the PM COVID ki fight over si khata da season no yang guideline na yang PM ne adu gi la humfu du gi ai ne khan bada la kun gum ba haudi man sing tha ong gi lem no pesa pi re du to ra to ga to khara season me adu haudu loina season gi de adu ma ma sa su kumak tan se ta ba amta tawhibuliti hana gi thengna gi bu do koi committee gumba ma sem no ko tan tawhidi adu hadakti kendra singda MLA labor singda di MLA na chairman warga committee ma lay hariba committee sina madagi tawya ba puna makse government ko samdar ga tawwe ra khoi sida di huji di MLA ju laitram ni na khoi na hana ki tawbu du gi hena ma pang nam kan khana tawbu ngam na wi dang ta khoi gi constituency level da task force ham se darkar lairani.
Irabad Foundation Manipur is ensuring that people with disabilities also get the facility of free COVID-19 vaccination provided by the government without any hassles. Irabad Foundation Manipur President Thongam Ajit stated the same at an event held to distribute wheelchairs and hearing aids to persons with disabilities today. Irabad Foundation Manipur, Yoibu Yohen Lup Tongju and Relief Center for the Welfare of Differently Abled Persons Manipur jointly organized a program at Singjamai Hau Ground. Speaking on the occasion, Ajit stressed on the need for every eligible persons to get vaccinated against coronavirus. He appeals to the government to take necessary measures to administer COVID-19 vaccine to persons with disabilities.
Vaccine kaso pagi tangay kadaway laire barak ki onasu 50% ho kapa yawdaba fiwam laire pandemic sida sakai makai in hygiene base sakai makhum saba amada makoisi vaccine kaso pagi tharum sima sakana khudum saba yenga pake pirabadi yana nungai gani aina koina khanjai maramdi moi chatpa ngamba mayam ji yauri chatpa ngamba mayam ji yauri aduna masi amkong ning champiu haina sakai makai da request tawjari.
Principal Secretary Health V. Vumlun Mang today inspected the condition of oxygen plant being set up at Thoubal District Hospital under Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation PM Cares Fund. He was accompanied by Thoubal DC and Bandana Additional Director Health Services Dr. Lalthari Mar. The inspection visit came after yesterday's announcement by Chief Minister N. Biren that an oxygen plant at Thoubal will be made ready within a week. Kairao MLA Laurembam Rameshwar has joined other state leaders in getting COVID vaccine shot. The MLA got himself vaccinated against COVID-19 at Kairao Makting Primary Health Center in Imphal East District today. In view of the prevailing COVID-19 situation, Manipur Legislative Assembly Secretariat has informed to all the candidates who had applied for direct recruitment to the post of Assistant Security Sub-Inspector ASI, Secretariat Assistant SA, Security Woman, binder, laborer, attendant, sweeper and cook, and issuance of forms for the post of Undersecretary respectively in the Manipur Legislative Assembly Secretariat, that the entire process of recruitment has been postponed with immediate effect until further notice. All Andhro Maira Paibi Association has demanded removal of graveyard from Chaphu Pokpi Umanglai Shrine in Andhro. Speaking to media at Andhro Kangjebung today, Association Secretary Chingakam Umashwari said that since ancient times, villagers of Andhro pray for good harvest at Chaphu Pokpi Umanglai Shrine on the first Sunday of Ingen month as per Manipuri lunar calendar every year. She condemned the recent burial of a man from Sandang Senba Marine village at the site. She said burial at the sacred site is a disregard to the villagers and the Meitei community as a whole. Umashwari demanded the relevant authorities to dig up the body at the earliest. She also reminded that people of Andhro village tried to hold a dialogue with villagers of Sandang Senba Marine village on March 29 this year, but they turned against them and even threatened with gunshots. Umashwari maintained that 3 villagers of Andhro village sustained injuries in incident, but Andhro villagers did not retaliate or try to harm the inhabitants of Sandang Senba Marine village. She lamented that some miscreants spread rumors to cause animosity between the 2 villages.
Androgi sianglaba umanglai Chaphu upi laifam da phumlaba ngasi phawa lawtokna thamliba ngasi athuba mathamda lawthokpiu sianglaba umanglai Chaphu upi laifam ase Andro khunna ingengi ahanba nongaiji numita ira thawni tawna mahi maro matin makang sadana haina sahi khudingi ira thawni pangthokliba laifamnel amani masida asiba phumba haibase Andro khul amadi maitei saktiu sitawani athuba matamda sarkargi maikeidigi mi anjangbiu.
Residents of Kakwa Nauremlekai in Imphal West District have appealed to stop trying to arrest locals in connection with setting ablaze of an abandoned house on April 27. Speaking to media at Kakwa Nauremlekai, Pena Khongba Pareng today, a local, Naurem Gitabali, alleged that one Longjam Jiban Lata, an accused in the death of R.K. Kasper, who died on February 27, caused the incident. She maintained that locals have even expelled Jiban Lata from the locality, but she came back and created issues on April 27 with an intention to deny justice for late Kasper. Naurem Gitabali said she was in More on April 27 when Jiban Lata came to ask for her money. She clarified that Jiban Lata was not even asked to come to get her money. Gitabali said that the scuffle of April 27 occurred due to Jiban Lata's sudden appearance in the locality. She appealed to the relevant authorities to release all those who have been arrested in connection with the April 27 incident at the earliest.
Longjam Jiban Lata haiba nupi asiga aiga paisa khara longna badi lei adubu mana engonda phone tawrai aduga paisa lorau kawi haibadudi ai leigide matamsida ai more da lei tuka kunipan da halai kari maram bi damakta mana engonda phone tawrakpagi proof puthokpa ngamgadra mana aduga aina lau haibagi proof puthokpa ngamgadra ba kaisu leitaba thabak kharagi damakta mana ibani nusi chanana paisa du piminani haidana janabagi matungna leinaraga kari gidamta mana engonda asuk chawba badram ma pisan biribno engonda magi kari nuai tabalai ai mangonda paisa piro hagi basu leite aduga ai mangonda phone to gibasu leite paisa single lawina ko gibasu leite aduga bana engonda badram pirisi kari gino akhoi imung manungda izat chanma loina manghan biribasi imagi matik chaba maran pibiu.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Office of the JOYSHREE Group of Finance, Head Office Singmairong near Eastern Motor, Imphal East, May Tara mga English ngani kun mathoi. Tha amada lupa lesing marikha khulaga. Hauzagadawriba lottery cum tender ase yaubiraga. Lupa lakh kun gi mapu oibiu. Lucky draw fauragana lupa lakh amma fangbigani. Loinana athoba matamda agent yankhaisu pamjai. Agent singidamak monthly income draw timing na nungthulgi pung anini.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India reported 386,452 new COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours. India's COVID COVID-19 tally stands at 1,87,62,976. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, there are 31,70,228 active cases in India, and death toll stands at 2,08,330, with the addition of 3,498 new COVID deaths. On the positive note, 2,97,540 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,53,84,418. India's recovery rate has further declined to 81.99%. Maharashtra has the highest active coronavirus cases of above 6,72,000. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 15,12,50,000 people. Above 31,82,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 12,86,55,000. USA ranks highest with over 68,13,000 active cases, followed by India and Brazil. Bharat Biotech reduced the cost of Covaxin vaccine for the state governments. It will now cost 400 rupees per dose for state governments instead of earlier announced price of 600 rupees per dose. Bharat Biotech has said the decision has been taken recognizing enormous challenges being faced by the public healthcare system. The Covaxin will cost 1,200 rupees per dose for private hospitals. The price of vaccine for export is $15 to $20 US. Earlier, the price of Covishield vaccine for states was also reduced from 400 to 300 rupees. Villagers of Aglapur in Zirbam district have demanded quality blacktopping of Aglapur to Ningshinkhul road. Speaking to media today, member of Young Star Club Aglapur, Yasin Ali said that the villagers are happy about the repairing of the road under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana (PMGSY). However, around 700 meters of the road has been blacktopped without maintaining quality. Stating that contractor of the road repair is one Abdul Karim from Lilong, he appeals to the relevant authorities to look into the matter at the earliest.
Hojek hiding is a Chiamta Jang Haningba, and Moy Masana Laosu, Noy Masana Lagosu Jango, Adungasia Tabuk setting and lurking Yankre, Karegi, Chilambise Jadre, Akoi Sise, Tani Suchaloi, Hojik Pahore, Akoi Kungi me, Lebar, Mangataru Kaklore, Azu Hanage Koilastava Mini, Tuba Miche, Akoina Hangbo, Moida, Dujam Commentary, Adumoina Hire, Brasbo Takpanga Jadre, Brastako Taunuhai, Adu Lebak Makada Upun Matagda, Dum Koilastana, Dum Chale, Atopalamda Taba Matamduda, Mitar Cham. Chamjang Kai Jambada Surise. As Hojimo Surise, Akoshida Surise, Pung Manga Pausuba Kanda, Mitar Chatrukba Moishida, Tubangam.
Nongpok Laingak Apunba Nupi Loop has extended full solidarity to all the initiatives taken by Justice for Sanato Nathokpam. Press release from the association demands speedy justice for the deceased MBBS student by filing a police FIR. Unknown miscreants have made an unsuccessful attempt to rob the Punjab National Bank Senapati branch open at Broadway complex in Senapati district. The incident occurred on April 28. Speaking to media, Punjab National Bank Senapati branch manager Athokpam Nishikanta said the robbers failed to loot the bank as the security alarm sounded. He said bank officials immediately inspected the crime scene and found that the miscreants had broken 3 locks and money box of the bank. Senapati police station has registered a case and investigations are underway. Unidentified gunman has shot the army chief of Kuki Revolutionary Army KRA late last night in Saikul area of Kangpopi district. Impact News source said the deceased KRA leader is 40-year-old Jangin Baite alias Jetli, son of Wel Hing and Tongpao Baite of Lungtin village, and his bodyguard has been identified as 20-year-old Lang Ginlen Hangsing, son of Helel Hangsing of Ting Pibung village. Unknown gunmen reportedly attacked the KRA leader at his home in Lungtin village under Saikul police station, Lungtin subdivision of Kangpopi district around 10:30 p.m. yesterday. Volunteers of Mairambam Lekai Youth Club today nabbed 9 miscreants from Moirang and its vicinity who were abusing and peddling drugs during an anti-drug drive. They were handed over to a counseling center. Out of the 9 miscreants, 7 were found injecting heroin number 4 and 2 were accused of peddling the drugs. The seized drugs and incriminating items have also been set ablaze.
media ki thong da appeal tau janing badi khoi gi moirang gi lei ba jaga jaga khoi le kai gi club sing da aina appeal tau janing badi sum na ba drug user sing supplier sing che jaga jaga da lei ha gi pau chu phange maram aduna drug cha ba sing che thing na ba gi adum la ba khoi jointly thabak tau min na se ha po jai media ki thong da hi jari.
National Commission for Women has launched a WhatsApp helpline number for providing emergency medical assistance to pregnant women. The number is 935-495-4224. The move came after NCW noticed that pregnant women were facing difficulty in accessing medical aid. Expectant mothers from across the country can reach out to the Commission through this number, which will be functional round the clock. A dedicated team is looking after speedy redressal of grievances. The Commission can also be reached on the email help@ncw@gmail.com. Minister Nongtuman Biren has sent greetings to people of Manipur on the occasion of International Workers' Day, also known as Labor Day or May Day. In his message, the Chief Minister said May Day is observed to honor the struggles and gains made by workers and laborers. It was on this day in 1886 that labor class came together and revolted against unjust system. N. Biren said owing to the hardships faced due to COVID-19 pandemic, the government has also taken several measures for labor welfare and employment generation of migrant workers having from Manipur. He called upon to pledge to uphold and strengthen the spirit of working class and acknowledge their contribution to the country's progress. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Yumnam Khemchan has also sent greetings on the occasion of May Day. He appreciated the contribution of the working class and laborers to the society. Corcom, an apex body of proscribed outfits, has also extended greetings on the occasion of May Day. National Revolutionary Front Manipur NRFM has also sent greetings on the occasion. All India Trade Union Congress Manipur State Committee, All Manipur Students Union and Chanura Lamjinglel Kangleipak CLK have also sent May Day greetings. Meanwhile, All Manipur Trade Unions Council has opened a complaint control center at its office in Sanakaitel to help laborers, especially migrant workers. The center is affiliated with Central Labor Commissioner Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, New Delhi. In Israel, 44 people were killed in a stampede that occurred at a religious gathering at Mount Meron today. The tragedy struck when a large number of Jewish pilgrims had gathered at the site of the reputed tomb of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, a 2nd century Talmudic sage. Police sources said that it started after some attendees slipped on steps, which caused dozens more to fall. Authorities say at least 44 people have been killed and about 150 injured. Police have launched their own investigation. Reportedly, 3 times more participants, including children, had gathered than authorized by police, leading to the worst civilian disaster in Israel's modern history. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has recently held a telephonic conversation with billionaire and philanthropist Bill Gates and discussed a slew of matters, including the latest status of COVID-19 pandemic, polio eradication campaign and climate change. Imran Khan apprised Bill Gates about Pakistan's flagship initiatives, including the 10 billion tree tsunami initiative. Now the sports news. First round matches of Mutua Madrid Open women's tennis tournament have been played at outdoor clay court in Spain's Madrid arena. In the first round, Benidra Pera of United States defeated Croatia's Petra Martic 6-2, 6-2. Germany's A. Kerber defeated Czech's M. Vendrusova 7-6, 7-5, 6-1. Switzerland's J. Teichmann beat Ukraine's E. Svitolina 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 7-5, and Australia's A. Barty defeated S. Rogers of United States 6-2, 6-1 to enter the second round matches, which will begin tomorrow. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren chairs meeting of all ruling MLAs to deliberate over prevailing COVID-19 situation. CM orders to reactivate Assembly constituency-wise COVID care committees. RIMS Hospital likely running short of enough beds for COVID-19 patients during second wave of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. Whole of Greater Imphal declared containment zone for 7 days. All activities and movements suspended except for few. Grocery shops to open from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. Manipur reports 271 new COVID-19 cases out of 1,955 test results and 5 deaths in 24 hours. Death toll climbs to 405. And India logs above 386,000 new COVID-19 cases and 3,498 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 81.99%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Shri Shri Gaurachandrai Namo Purva